It's going to look like this. It's hanging at the minute. It's absolutely hanging.
The letter arrived on a quiet Tuesday morning without any warning, email, or phone call. It was a cream-colored envelope carrying the unmistakable embossed Bugatti logo, and inside was a single page that had the power to change everything for Mat Armstrong. At a time when the internet was relentlessly mocking the controversial Venom body kit fitted to the rebuilt Bugatti Chiron, the letter represented something far more significant than a simple business proposal. The body kit had become one of the most criticized automotive modifications in recent memory, turning what was once celebrated as one of YouTube's greatest independent restoration projects into an international joke. Social media was flooded with memes, comparisons to cheap replicas, and comments questioning the entire project. Yet the letter made all of that criticism seem insignificant because it contained an extraordinary offer. Bugatti proposed to take back the Chiron, remove the widely criticized Venom body kit, restore the car completely to factory specifications using genuine parts, provide a full factory warranty, and return it to Alex Gonzalez in concours condition without charging a single penny. On the surface, it appeared to be an act of remarkable generosity and goodwill, but hidden within the proposal was a condition that completely transformed the offer. Mat Armstrong would have to publicly release a statement written by Bugatti's own public relations department admitting that independent Bugatti rebuilds were inherently unsafe, that only factory-authorized repairs could guarantee the integrity of the vehicle, and that owners should never trust independent mechanics with such projects. Furthermore, he would have to remove every video documenting the Chiron rebuild from his YouTube channel and social media platforms and sign a legally binding agreement promising never again to purchase, repair, modify, or document another Bugatti. It was not simply an offer to restore a car, it was a demand that Mat abandon everything he had spent years building. To understand why this decision mattered so much, it is important to remember the events leading up to that moment. Mat Armstrong had earned worldwide recognition by rebuilding severely damaged supercars, proving that vehicles considered beyond repair by manufacturers could be brought back to life through skill, determination, and engineering knowledge. His restoration of a wrecked Bugatti Veyron and later the Chiron had inspired millions while also fueling debates about the right to repair and the growing power manufacturers held over owners through restricted parts, access, expensive servicing, and proprietary technology. His videos exposed how difficult and costly it had become for independent mechanics to repair modern hypercars, making him a symbol of the independent automotive movement. However, the Venom body kit dramatically shifted public opinion. From the moment the reveal video was published, thousands of viewers criticized the appearance of the car, calling it unattractive and comparing it to poorly designed aftermarket replicas. Mat himself had shown concern when the kit first arrived, openly admitting that it might be terrible and expressing doubts about its quality. He noticed issues with the materials, fitment, and design, but remained committed to completing the project because the agreement had already been made and the cameras were rolling. As always, he approached the work with professionalism, fabricating custom brackets, solving complex engineering challenges, modifying panels with remarkable precision, and applying the same dedication that had defined every previous build. Although he managed to complete the installation successfully from a technical standpoint, public attention focused almost entirely on the controversial appearance of the finished car rather than the craftsmanship involved. The criticism did not only affect Mat, it also placed Alex Gonzalez, the owner of the Chiron, under immense pressure because the value of the vehicle appeared to collapse overnight. What had once been an exciting restoration project became a source of ridicule across the automotive world. From Bugatti's perspective, the situation represented an unexpected opportunity. For months, the company had struggled with the negative publicity generated by Mat's videos, which highlighted high servicing costs, limited parts availability, and restrictive repair policies. The Chiron rebuild had become a symbol of independent mechanics, challenging manufacturer control, something Bugatti could not easily counter through legal action or corporate messaging. Now, however, the unpopular body kit had damaged the credibility of the project without Bugatti needing to intervene. The company recognized that it could reclaim control of the narrative by presenting itself as the solution to a problem the internet already viewed as a disaster. The proposal, therefore, served a strategic purpose. By restoring the Chiron to factory condition, Bugatti could erase the controversial chapter, demonstrate the superiority of factory repairs, and encourage the public to view independent restoration efforts as fundamentally flawed. For Mat, accepting the offer would have solved many immediate problems. Alex would receive a fully restored, factory-approved Chiron, worth millions once again. The financial burden surrounding the project would disappear, and the endless online mockery would likely come to an end. Yet accepting those benefits required sacrificing his credibility. He would have to tell millions of subscribers that everything he had advocated for during the previous years was incorrect, effectively endorsing the very system he had spent so much time challenging. The removal of the Chiron series would erase months of work and millions of views, while the permanent agreement never to work on another Bugatti would silence one of the most influential independent voices in the automotive community. The proposal was therefore less about repairing a car and more about controlling a message. Mat reportedly read the letter multiple times, carefully considering what it demanded. The financial arguments were compelling because Alex faced enormous potential losses if the Chiron remained in its modified state. Bugatti did not need to threaten legal action or financial consequences directly, because the reality of the situation already created enormous pressure. Rejecting the offer meant accepting uncertainty, continued criticism, and the possibility that the car might never recover its previous value. Nevertheless, Mat recognized that accepting would permanently undermine the principles that had earned him the trust of millions. His audience had followed him because he demonstrated that independent mechanics could perform extraordinary work outside factory networks. They believed that owners should have the freedom to choose who repaired their vehicles, that technical information should be accessible, and that manufacturers should not hold absolute control over products after they were sold. Agreeing to Bugatti's conditions would invalidate those beliefs and transform years of advocacy into a public admission of defeat. Rather than viewing the letter as a generous compromise, Mat saw it as an attempt to purchase his silence. Instead of responding privately, he decided that transparency would be the most powerful answer. By revealing the existence of the proposal, he could demonstrate the lengths a major manufacturer was allegedly willing to go in order to shape public perception. While the Venom body kit remained an undeniable mistake that attracted widespread criticism, Mat believed one unsuccessful design decision should not erase the broader principles behind independent repair. The debate extended far beyond one controversial modification or even one Bugatti Chiron. It concerned whether owners should retain control